What is the biggest trend you want existing entrepreneurs currently, or any aspiring entrepreneurs you want them to position themselves?
See, basically, everybody are born creative. They have their own creative ideas. Following what your inner voice tells is something very, we should be quite sensitive because your inner voice gives you a lot of guidance. Many of us don't listen to that. We always are taken by experiences of others or guidance of others. So we feel what they are doing is right or what they've experienced. I feel that we should not get lost to what we hear around. Have your own judgment, like you start analyzing, start what you call as brainstorming yourself, understand the situation, scenarios, current present generation, what is the need of the hour. I think once you do all this survey and you can make your difference because you will know how to go about it, where to reach, whom to reach, and what is the time limit that you have set for yourself to make your goal come true.
Um, why do you think becoming an entrepreneur for women can be an ideal decision?
See, because as I said, we all are born unique. We are just not a role of a daughter or role of a mother. When you know that you have the potential to make a huge difference, why should you restrict only to a house? Why should I only educate my children? Like as I said, I have twin boys. As a mother, you think my role is only for educating them, seeing that they have a good career? No. If I am born with those powers to really make a difference in lot of students, why not? And every woman is a leader because when she can lead her house so beautifully, why can't she lead the state or city or people around her? So
100%.
I feel we all are born leaders. It's only that we need to tap those potentials within us, bring it out to light, because many of us are lost between family, custom, tradition. A women should be at home. That Manu Dharma or the Vedas, what
Right.
earlier they used to tell is like women should be always guarded by father, then the son, then the husband. So all that is born days. So we are here to make a difference, born to show that we should do something before we end up. So if you see, like many people now, I keep hearing people saying, oh, what to achieve, one virus can take us off, we
Right.
but then what is that you could not achieve is a question. Like whatever happens to us, that is secondary. See, existential, natural, whatever this pandemic, it's all is not in our hands. What is in our hands? To make a better tomorrow for ourselves.
Yes.
And in the journey, why not give some value added thing to the society? So that is
Yes.
what I strongly believe.
Got it.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts about why online can be a medium now? Like it's taken all over almost after the pandemic, and it has, we can also call it as a forced adaptation in almost all the industries. Like how this can take as an advantage instead of a curse.
Yeah, see, definitely anything comes to a plateau, you should see that it is a challenging phase. So whatever comes should be accepted, and definitely we should, what you say, mold ourselves. Now we are like clay, like when you imagine yourself like a clay, we mold according to the situation. So now I feel that it's a time for us to mold because the nature itself is giving you a lot of challenges, and it is asking you to reform yourself because we all are stuck with the traditional method of doing things, right? We have this like only when we go out we can do marketing, only when we connect to people we can talk. The
Right.
online thing has really helped us out in one way because we could reach out people from different countries, different thing. Basically it's about connectivity. It's being offline or online. It's all
Mhm.
about your voice, the way you talk. That is how we connect, and that is what I feel. Definitely, yes, there are drawbacks in terms of not physically meeting. And
Right.
when it comes to my work, example, like I'm not able to monitor the child in terms of writing or clarity of handwriting. But then I can't say that should not be the stop because nothing should stop learning. Every hour, as I said, is important for the growth.
Yes.
So if not a classroom, let it be a Zoom session. That's okay. But the learning should be happening. The process of learning should be happening because you can't keep your mind, very, what do you say, without work and.
Yes.
because it get into lethargic, right? We all get lazy when
Very
you
scary
feel, you
place to
start
be.
feeling your mind, yeah, it's okay, everybody are not doing work, you can sit at home, sit back, sip a coffee, enjoy yourself, that's okay. But how long? There is something which is pushes you, no, no, you're wasting
Right.
time, do something. So
Yes.
I think we should adapt to the given situation right now, and it's not permanent. We all know that change will always happen to us. So
Yes.
this also is just a phase, a passing phase. I'm sure we will get back to normal. And this time, when we're getting back to normal, we are getting back more stronger because we have seen up and down in our lives, and all of us have experienced. And there's a lot of connectivity which I see, which is a very positive thing in online session. You could see people are coming for a lot of collaboration, a lot of networking is happening because
Right.
they know that even if they don't meet them in personal, the bonding should happen. And
Yes.
that is where I feel we are heading at, so I think it is really also helping us. It's an advantage, I think. So I think
Okay.
this is where it's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Final thoughts on the podcast, like how these
Podcast like
platforms can be useful.
Yeah, see, if you see all the social medias, wherever people are trying to advertise themselves, is very important to reach out to people. The ultimate goal is to reach out to the people and to make a difference, be it in the form of a video or a podcast where people hear your voice, people hear your experiences, because we all operate from what we hear and what we learn, and we all are born to be learners. We always want to learn, like every minute, as I said, we keep learning something
Yes.
by our own mistakes or by our own thing, something where life is always teaching you, and we are always in the process of learning. So I
Hmm.
think any such thing is always really helpful for all the people, because sometimes you are low, sometimes when you listen to a podcast, automatically there's an energy, there's other person who is pepping you up from that side. So even if you're not able to go to a
Correct.
friend, when you're on such podcast, when it is really motivating them, I'm sure it's going to add value for that hour of that person. So he will really feel
Yes.
refreshed after hearing to the podcast, and he'll get back to work, or get back to that enthusiasm. So I think this is where it really helps people.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for uh, taking an opportunity and then taking your time to give your presence here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Krishna. It's really happy that you're doing a lot of good things like this, because ultimately is to reach people
Yes.
and make a difference in their life. Nothing should stop learning. So I think this is one of the thing that podcast is very prominent at.
Yeah.
So reaching out to the people and making a difference. So I think that's where you stand strong. And all the very best for all your endeavors. And definitely,
Thank
I
you
would
so
like
much.
to recommend a lot of people, because everyone needs recognition. I think podcast is one thing which is really helping to people
Yeah.
to really connect with your voice, because you're more than the appearance. The voice is always connecting, and voice
Yes.
really touches heart. That's why we all are connected to music.
Yes. Yes.
And so I think that's really amazing work you're doing. All the very best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.